Hello and welcome back, and if you're watching this it means that you are an action taker and you've just taken the first step into your online journey and the first step to true freedom and true success in the online world. It is my intention in this video to offer you a package that is cost effective, efficient and a proven way to get started in the online world as a regular person today and generate profitable results from day one. This process that I'm going to offer you is replicable because I don't want to sit here and outline something that depends on someone's personality or depends on someone's following or how many people they have in their social network. You don't need any of that. All you need is determination and drive, and this is replicable. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the content. In the last video, I promised to show you some truly unbelievable results. And well, I'd like to do that right now. So in just 30 days of running Facebook ads, these are results from someone implementing steps 1 to 4. And after just 2 months in the online world, these are the results they were capable of achieving. So as you can see, this person invested £97 into marketing the product, into sending the product to the hand selected audience. And in return, they generated £825.49. That's profit of over £700, and for 2 months in the online world, that's, to be honest, quite staggering to me, because this is then scalable. So this person, I know them quite well actually, they're going to reinvest the profit that they've made back into advertising. So they're going to scale up and up and up. And this £97 invested could easily be 970. And that means that the profit they could make in the following 2 months could in fact be over £8,000. Now, I don't want you to take just my word for it. I want to show you somebody that is implementing all of the things you learned last time. And I'd like to invite into the web class right now my close friend and fellow entrepreneur, Michael Davison. Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Josh. How are you?
Yeah, man, very well, very well. I just brought you on for a few quick questions before we start the second part of the web class. So how did you feel after watching the first 10-minute video?
After watching the first 10-minute video, I wanted to know more. I knew that it was something for me, and the first 10-minute video kind of piqued my curiosity, I guess you could say. This is the sort of thing that I've been looking into for a while, and I was looking for a viable option to earn an income online. And after watching that first video, I wanted to learn more, and I decided to watch the second video. So I guess I felt pretty excited and certainly curious to find out what this is all about.
Excellent, man. And what background did you have in the online world before finding the CEO movement?
Excuse me, Josh. I'm just going to move my earpiece there. My background in the online world was limited, in all honesty. I tried a couple of things. I tried a method called match betting, which is to do with betting on football games and other things online. That worked okay financially, but time-wise, I was staring at a computer screen for a lot of the time, and I didn't find it enjoyable. So I tried that. Lasted for about 3 months, if I'm honest. I'd also tried eBay. I sold a number of items online. I bought them in Thailand and dispatched them worldwide. Specifically, Muay Thai shorts was something that I sold that were quite popular. Again, it was the time side of things that really didn't work for me. I was working as a teacher full time and coming back home, going to the post office, chasing up emails. And half of my apartment was full up with boxes of Muay Thai shorts. So I did try a couple of different methods. Neither really suited me. I tried them, but they didn't suit my needs at the time.
And how have you found things different to what you do now? So you spoke about the stock holding that, which is a nightmare. I've experienced that myself as well. And what's different now? Like, what is life like now?
There are a lot of things different now. First of all, and the big thing for me is I actually enjoy what I do. It's not just staring at a computer screen putting in numbers and betting money or responding to emails and sending out packages. I really enjoy my work. And when I first found out about this, I heard other people saying that they loved what they do. And I found that hard to believe. But experiencing myself now, it's a really fulfilling thing to do. And yeah, there's a lot of differences. So that would be the first one. I really enjoy it. The second one, I'm not required to buy loads and loads of stock to dispatch people to people all around the world. The model that we operate is very, very different to that. And it's very, very convenient to run your business. Now, I can choose to do 2 or 3 hours a day. I can choose to do nothing. But obviously, the more that I do, the more productive my day is going to be. So for me, it's something that I can do when I have the time. I can put more effort into when I've got more time blocks available. So it's a lot more flexible than the other two businesses that I've tried out. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and I think that flexibility, because there are certain days where you feel like doing 7 hours, but then there's other days where you don't feel like doing anything. So I think the flexibility is definitely a big thing. I know it definitely is for me. So that's really good to hear. And what sort of plans have you got for the future now?
I've got big plans for the future, thanks to the mindset that I've actually acquired in the CEO movement, having rubbed shoulders with all of these entrepreneurs, having been able to have access to all of the videos and all the files. Now my vision of the future is a very, very different one to what it was when I was teaching in a classroom for 5 days a week. In all honesty, I can't tell you where my future is going to go because things keep happening. Amazing things keep happening from the people I meet in the CEO movement that just are sending my future into paths that I never even imagined. So now I'm living in Phuket, Thailand. I'm able to earn an income online, and I see the future, me being based here in Phuket, but having the freedom of time and location to be able to travel wherever I want. And for me, that is invaluable. And that's where I see my real future, actually traveling the world with my laptop and being able to earn an income at the same time as doing that.
Perfect, man, and it's good to see that. And I'm sure it's a surprise for you that what you got into and when you started all of this, you never expected the pathways to open, but as opportunities grow into more opportunities, you know what I mean?
If I'm honest with you, I didn't expect to happen what has happened to me in the last few months. Since joining the CEO movement, my entire psyche has changed, to be quite honest with you. The mindset resources within the group are absolutely amazing. The reading that I've started to do, I've started to read again, which is something that I really hadn't done for years. And I feel that not only do I have my own business, which I've got the CEO movement to thank for, I've actually managed to improve myself as a person, develop new skills as a person. And these skills that I've learned can actually be applied to any area of life, not just online business. So the personal development thing for me is equally as important as the online business that I'm now lucky enough to have.
Definitely, and I think personal development is hard to put a price on because, as you said, it improves all aspects of life, not just business, relationship with friends and family. Thank you very much for your time, Michael.
No problem, Josh. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, dude. So you've heard Michael's success, you've seen some results, but you feel one side of the river and you want to get to the other side, where the other side is success and this side is where you are right now. And I totally understand that. I was in the exact same boat. I was motivated and I was truly driven to really succeed, but I didn't know how. And that's what this web class is for. I want to give you the exact stepping stones to really get you across that river. So I'd like to invite you to the CEO movement and I'd like you to work closely with us and learn from us. And we are the community of entrepreneurs online. I want you to meet more of our clients other than just Michael that you just heard from. So I want you to meet Lilybeth, who earned over £2,000 in her first 3 weeks. Kevin earned £730 in 24 hours. And Shannon made £1,695 in one sale using the exact system that I showed you in the previous web class. And we have more and more success stories. This is Mike Hale, who managed to quit his job within 30 days of starting his business. Bobby managed to quit his job within 3 months. And Laurie managed to quit hers in 2.5 months. Now, those results are truly replicable. And what is really eye-opening and interesting for me is, if you look at the background of all of these people, it is not in sales and marketing. It is not even in the online world. We have an accountant, landscaper, personal trainer, jewelry saleswoman, and mechanic. Now, if they can do this, that means that you can do this as well. As I said in the first video, this business model will not discriminate against your experience or situation right now. To implement it correctly, all you need is dedication and hard work. And there are hundreds and hundreds more inside our community. Obviously, I'm not going to name them all by name, as we'd be here till next week. So if you're ready and you want to learn the stepping stones that these people before you and thousands of others have took, let's dive right into the content. So as you can see, I've set this up as the exact stepping stones you'll need to transition and succeed in the online world. And the first thing you'll need is private coaching. If you have no experience, that's totally fine, because that's where this coaching comes in. And I'd like to just jump in and show you this coaching firsthand so you know what to expect. So as you can see, this coaching is packed full. It's really, really in depth, and it ranges from basic over-the-shoulder training for people just starting out. It will literally walk you through click by click which buttons to press and how to get your business started. And once you start to grow and learn, you'll get access to advanced Facebook training ads. And this is for our clients that are doing 10K plus months. But as you grow and progress in this business, the training grows and progresses with you. We also have mindset coaching. We also have a lot of different marketing tools, resources. And to be honest, this is so in depth that as you work through it, you'll realize that you're building more than just a business. You're building a skill set, and an invaluable skill set, because as you are all probably aware, the world is getting more and more digital, and to keep up, you'll need a skill set to be able to go on and sell. And that's what this coaching will do, as well as build you a business. This is not like university. This is earn while you learn. So for example, in those coaching modules, you pick up a tip that you can implement into your business that exact same day. It could make you 2 or 3 more sales. And that means that you could revenue £2,000 or £3,000 more in that day from what you just learned in the morning. And that really blows my mind, because I went through 3 years at university and I learned loads. And guess how much money that made me? 0. I never got a job after university using the degree. So I learned loads of this random stuff, all of this things I didn't need, and I ended up making no money. This coaching is not like that. We teach you exactly what you need to know in the shortest and most concise way that you can actually go out and action on the same day you learn it. And that is just mind-blowing to me. So that's the first thing that's going to be waiting for you. And just being able to build a business and a skill set side by side sounds pretty good to me. How about you? The next thing you'll need to succeed is a sales funnel, because as you work through the training and your skill sets grow, which they will, and you learn how to get people really, really interested in your offer, which you will, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different people and a lot of customers interested. And the last thing I want you to do is build this really good skill set and then have to work 10 hours a day, typing, ringing people like, hello. Yeah, we don't want any of that. So included in the offer today is the sales funnel. And this sales funnel has been adequately tested. Lifetime, this sales funnel has had over £500,000 put through it in advertising cost. So it's all been tested for you. And to me, that was just mind-blowing again, because I did not have £500,000 to test whether this worked. But that's all been done for you. And just how powerful is that at the end of this video, you will have the option to join and have access to this sales funnel that has had all this money put through. It's really optimized and it will work for you. So as your skills grow, you couple it with the sales funnel, you'll just be making sale after sale, 365, 7 days a week. Number 3, on your stepping stones to success is the global Facebook community. And look, I know how important transparency is, and I know that people like to speak to more than one person about business. So rather than it just being me, you will have access to a global Facebook community where we have over 1,400 members. 1,400 people all on the same journey as you, 1,400 people building a business, sharing tips and tricks. And I'd like to jump into the Facebook group now to just give you a quick sneak peek as to what actually goes on over there. So this is the Facebook group, and as you can see, we have 1,465 members, and that's just really invaluable because 1,400 people means your questions are going to be answered really quickly. You'll be provided with ongoing coaching and mentorship. You'll keep up to date with changes and events and new strategies that will help you make more sales. And to be honest, just having a community of over 1,000 people that are really there to rally behind you and celebrate your wins is just mind-blowing, because where else in the world right now can you even connect with 1,000+ people that are all super positive and really like-minded? I just don't think that that is an opportunity that comes around very often. And to belong to something like that really gives me a sense of purpose and a real sense of pride. So I'd really like you to experience that for yourself as well. Within the group, we hold what we call a mastermind regularly. And a mastermind is where a group of people, all like-minded, all trying to achieve a common goal, they meet up. And when they meet up, they share ideas, bounce them back and forward, and really grow all together. And this is a term that was coined by Napoleon Hill, who was very, very successful, studied billionaires and millionaires for a number of years. And he said that the power of the mastermind cannot be underestimated, because if you've just got one brain and you have a problem in your business, which will happen, or something's not working as best it could, and you can take that problem to 12, 15, 50 other people that have probably experienced that problem already, you're going to work through it, and it's going to save you time and money. And again, the ideas of the collective brain will always outweigh the ideas of just one person. And you'll have access to those masterminds. And there isn't just strategy masterminds. Within the group, there will be lots and lots of varied content. We have a lot of guest speakers ranging from personal development coaches, human optimizer coaches, mindset coaches, and business coaches from other industries. So you're going to have a really rounded skill set built up by all of these different people. And having access to those people on a personal level, if you were to reach out to them, sometimes will go up to £1,000 an hour, and you'll have access to all of this included in the package today. Again, transparency is key for me, so I'd like to bring somebody on now to discuss more about how the Facebook group has impacted his life and how he found it upon joining. I'd like to bring onto the web class Ron Van Gent. So could you tell me what your background was in the online world before you joined the CEO movement?
Okay, my role and my involvement in the online world was zero. I worked in my previous career totally offline, and the only online stuff that I did was Facebook with my mom. So I really got a total new introduction into the world of technology. And happily, I found with all the support of you guys that it's easy doable, because that was one of my fears. I'm not a techno nerd, but yeah, I could do it.
That's good, and I'm glad we made the transition easy. So how did life change, Ron, when you joined the Facebook community and the CEO movement?
When I joined the community and including the Facebook group, I felt a bit reluctant. Because I didn't know what I was stepping into. I had a good feeling, that's why I started with it. But once in it, I felt embraced with a warm blanket. I was so thrilled and so touched by the support and continuous support and help that people offer you. And that was a totally new experience for me. I have a background of heavy industry world with a lot of money, a lot of stress. And there they always say, guys, we work as a team, we help each other. Well, that is true on paper. But in this community, I really experienced it. And that was for me a real life changer, not only in how I work and how I feel, but just how I develop as a human being. It is a life changer. And yeah, I don't want to go back.
That's really good to hear, Ron, and it's interesting you talk about personal development. So could you tell us a little bit more about what you mean by that?
I was pretty much a better person. So I think in numbers and I think in digits and in graphs, and I neglect a little bit the whole social aspect of working with others, and also looking more closely to yourself, the community and the advice that you get within the community and things that they offer you, aiding your development as a person is tremendous. I read different books. I look at different clips. I change as a human being, and that makes me, as far as I'm concerned, an everlasting student, which I love. It makes me a better dad. It makes me a better husband. It makes me just also feel better about myself. So that is for me probably the most important thing what I'm experiencing right now.
Wow, man, that's really inspirational to hear. And I think people really underestimate that about community, that when they're good, they're really good and they can be life changing. And if you could summarize the CEO movement and the Facebook global community in 3 words, what would they be?
Yeah. Um, okay, the first thing when you asked that, George, that came into my mind was the word love. Love, care, and share.
Wow, Ron, that's really, really powerful and quite touching. I really appreciate those words. So, if you could say anything to if you could speak to somebody that was on the fence about joining, what would you say to them?
Just do it. You will, not you can, you will only win. The only thing that you need to have is an open mindset and choose for yourself, be yourself, and you will get what you give. And I think that that is the most powerful thing. It is a truthful, honest organization who are there for you. And of course, many people, if you are on the fence, you are reluctant because of previous experiences or because you listen to others. And that's important if you make a decision. However, touch down deep in yourself and you will experience what it will give you. And if that isn't enough, you can always say, okay, guys, I have done it and now I know. But I can tell you, if you do it, no regrets. You never want to go back.
I really appreciate your time, Ron, and I'm sure you watching at home appreciate it too. The fourth thing you'll need to succeed is product picks. Now, by all means, you can choose any product you want, and if you have one in mind you think could work, sure, we're not going to stop you doing it. As long as it's successful, we'll be extremely happy. But let me just say this, finding a product and testing it and making sure it works in this system is expensive. As I said previously, our sales funnel has had £500,000 of money tested through it with various products. So what I don't want to do today is get you started and then leave you out there in the wilderness trying to find a product from somewhere, or maybe I could sell this, maybe I could do this. That was going to be really a waste of time, and that's not what I want to do. So included in the package today is a pre-approved product list that has been tested. It works, generates really, really good commission, and they're really high value products. So that will be included today, and you can plug these products into your new business. So just how amazing is that you will not have to go out now and invest time and money into researching a product. You can just choose one that we have done the hard work for you. To me, that was a real game changer because I didn't have any idea of what to sell. But luckily for me, the CEO movement hooked me up with a list of products that I could choose from, and I could go onto market, generate commissions and generate a full-time income. So the final stone, the final piece to the puzzle, the final thing you'll need to get across the river to success is a one-on-one coaching call. Because right now you have all the elements, you're driven, you're passionate, You know you're going to succeed. You just don't really know the exact steps you need to take to cinch all of this together. You have product ideas, you have a bit of marketing ideas, but you don't know exactly how to mesh these all together. And I totally understand, because I've said a lot in the last video or so, and to go away and just implement it all, well, it's doable, but again, it's going to cost you more time than it needs to. So that's why included in the offer today is a one-on-one business coaching call. In this call, you will gain a sense of clarity for the lifestyle that you want. Nobody else. These are nobody else's goals but yours. And that's really important, because some people's goals will be to have £15,000 a month, but for others it will just be to have £2,000 a month, 1,000, whatever it is, and live a more simple life. And you don't want to chase goals of somebody else. I understand that. So this will give you the clarity of the goals that you want. And it will also give you the essential building blocks to get there, which parts of the training to focus on, which products to use. This coaching call will also uncover the top challenges that you may face along the way, and it will build strategies and put something in place to overcome them. At the end of this call, I promise you that you will be left feeling enthusiastic, inspired, and really ready to hit the ground running, because you will know the exact steps you need to take next. You will not be wasting time and money going off, finding things, shall I do this, shall I do that? None of that. This business call will give you the exact pathway to follow, the exact steps to take to reach your goals. And I keep emphasizing your goals because it is so important that this is personal, because chasing somebody else's goals is not good for you, and it just really isn't what we're looking to achieve here. So chasing your goals is the goal. And this part of the process is the one I love the most. I love helping people get to where they want to go in the fastest time, in the most efficient way. And I love helping people build the goals and uncover the goals, because some people don't realize what they truly want until they have a coaching call just like this. And that's why for the first 5 people that sign up today, I'm going to extend that coaching call from 30 minutes to an hour. And I'll do that free of charge for the first 5 people, because I love to communicate and build relationships this way. By now, you are definitely wondering how much all this is going to cost. I know you're really interested because you're still watching, and who wouldn't be interested? This is one of the most powerful systems that can be replicated by regular people. But you're wondering, Josh, how much is all this going to cost? And right now I could put any price on it in the world. And for argument's sake, I want to say that this system is worth £4,000. And today, your investment will be £4,000. And of course, I don't want to charge people £4,000. But let's just for a minute pretend we did. What if today you invested £4,000 and you got just half the experiences that Michael and Ron had got? Would that be worth the investment? If you earned just half of these people, if you earned £1,800 on your holiday in Spain, if in your first 3 weeks you made £1,000 extra, if 6 months from now, like Richard made £16,000, you made £4,000, how much would that change your life? I want you to stop for 10 or so seconds, maybe pause the video and really think hard about how much your life would change with that extra money. What would you be doing differently? How would you spend your time? Would it be with family, friends, traveling the world? What would change if you had that financial freedom? And if that change was big enough, would it be worth £4,000? If you were to invest £4,000 today and all it did was give you a profitable business that meant you could go to your boss tomorrow and say, look, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm going to spend time the way I want, would it be worth it then? If it finally gave you a wake-up call and got you round to improving your life, you've always thought about this, you've always thought, I have all this potential, but you've never acted on it, you've never took action, would it be worth it then? And what if it just gave you access to a life of time, location, and financial freedom? Would £4,000, would you trade £4,000 for that life? And what if it simply opened up your mind to what was possible by regular people? When I first joined the community, this was one of the biggest things that made it worthwhile, the investment. is just seeing what regular people can do, because I thought that the internet was for the 1%ers. I thought it was for the other people. I didn't think it was for people like me with no experience. And then to join a community and see people just going out there, building businesses, creating lives that they're proud of, was just, it really changed my whole outlook, because it said to me, if they can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. So if that's all it did, would it be worth £4,000 then? So you can see why it's a good deal at £4,000. You've heard from Ron, you've heard from Michael and their experiences. You've also seen some results. So you know that this system is proven and it's working and it's replicable. So you can see why it's a good deal at £4,000. To be honest, you can see why it's a good deal at £1,000. And if you were to go to the live CEO website right now, that's how much it is for the general public. In fact, it's 997, but today I want to offer it to you for £79, and that is a one-time payment. So when you get started today, you'll have the automated system, you'll have the sales funnel, you'll have the training, the one-on-one coaching call, the product list, and all for £79. And the best part of it all is this is a refundable investment. If you come on board, you have 2 weeks to decide if this is actually for you, because it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for the vast majority of you. But if you come on board and you have a look around, you speak to people in the community and it just isn't for you, I'm not going to be offended. You can just send me an email, send me a message on Facebook, say, Josh, look, I've had a look around. This really isn't for me. And I'll refund you your £79. Not a problem. And to get started right now is very, very simple. It will take about 60 seconds. Scroll down below this video and click the green button that you can see here, and it will take you through to the sales page. You enter your details, and an hour from now, you could be on your coaching call. You could be speaking to a business coach who earns 6 figures a year, and you could be putting a plan in place, a strategy, overcoming goals, and really figuring out what it is you want and how to get there. And 2 hours from now, you could have an online business fledging and just starting out, and starting to generate you commissions and moving you towards success. Now, I'd like to bring somebody else on for a story and to see what he thought of the initial sign-up cost, and I'd like to invite to the call another close friend and somebody else who has been in the CEO movement for about 8 months now. I'd like to bring on the call Mr. Steve Preston. What was your initial impression at the £79 joining fee?
Yeah, when I first saw the joining fee, it was £79, which when you first hear the £79, it can seem that it's a little bit, but then when you put it into perspective of what you can use that £79 for, if you were to buy a pair of shoes or a jacket, you're going to last you a year, whereas that £79 could be the first step on that business. It's going to last you a lifetime and change your life. And it is, as you say, it's refundable. So if you come in, you dip your toe in the water and you don't like it, then you can always have it back, which I thought was very good for me, and which is why I joined.
So it's interesting you say that, Steve, because if I remember correctly, you waited 2 weeks to pay the £79 to join. And why did you do that, and how did that make you feel?
I did, yeah. Looking back, I'm very regretful that I didn't join up straight away, because I did miss out on some bonuses for waiting the 2 weeks. I think I was just in a state of, I just wasn't sure if I was ready for the opportunity, but in the end, it actually put me on the back foot when I started my business. I saw people that came in when I first should have joined in before the 2 weeks that actually propelled their business in the month ahead, because they had those bonuses. So their business propelled a lot further than mine was in that from waiting. So yeah, if I can go back now and tell myself to join straight away, I would 100% do that.
And
Definitely. I mean, yeah, that's good to hear.
That changed your
and
opinion about joining?
what was it? What was
I've always been something I was looking to do. I'd always wanted to create an online revenue source. It was something that I thought about in my teens, but I never found the opportunity or the right opportunity to do it. And I had all these blockers in place. But then when I looked at it, this was an opportunity that was refundable. If it wasn't for me, all the training was there for me. So everything I wanted to do, I had the opportunity there. And there was really no choice. I mean, if it didn't work, I'd just get my money back at the end. So there was no choice there for me. I just wanted to see if it worked for me, and thankfully it did.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Stephen. What would you say your goals are right now?
Right now, so I've been in for I think it's 8 months now, and it's completely changed my life. So my goals have obviously changed in that time. It's allowed me to quit my 9 to 5 job that I had and do this full time. So my goals now are to take my business to the next level now. I've got to the place where I can spend a lot more time on it than I used to be able to before, and I can really want to take this to the next level and start sort of increasing my value of what I'm putting out there, and yeah, getting a team built around underneath me that I can grow to become successful.
Yeah, definitely. And I think those are, well, I know those goals are achievable, Steve. And if you could summarize the whole experience with the CEO movement in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words. I'd say life-changing. It's definitely been life-changing for me. It's given me a sense of purpose as well, which I don't think I had before. And it's just opened my, I know these are not words, these are sort of phrases, but it's opened my eyes as well.
I'll let you off.
It's just definitely opened my eyes, and it's allowed me to see there's a lot bigger, there's a lot more things out there. There's a lot more things you can be doing with your time. You can be spending them a lot more wisely. And yeah, as the first one, it's just literally life-changing.
Yeah, I think those, even though they were phrases, as you said, not words, I think they really epitomise what this is all about. It is life-changing. And I really thank you for those answers. And I'm sure you watching at home appreciate that as well. And finally, Steve, if you could speak to somebody that was on the fence about joining, what would you say to them and why?
I'd say just go for it. Dip your toe in the water. As I said, there's always the chance if you don't like it, which I can't see happening, there's always a chance of getting that £79 back. And really, what is £79? It's not that much money. If it's refundable, it's there. The opportunity is there. You can come in, see everything we do, see everything in the business, see how the business might be able to work for you, and how the business, I think, will work for you, and how you can literally change your life by using the tools that we're providing for you.
And your only regret, Steve, is waiting to join up?
Yeah, only regret. I wish I never waited that 2 weeks.
So look, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that it is okay to dip into savings or leverage a credit card to invest today and get started? And how does that actually make you feel? Because to some people, that's okay. And to other people, it really makes them feel uncomfortable. But I want you to understand that money will always replenish and time won't. And this is speaking from personal experience. Those 2 years that I spent in bed recovering, I earned zero money, I earned nothing. But I lost 2 years, and the following time after that, I got all the money back that I lost, the salary that I never got paid. I got all of that back. And did I feel good? Yeah, I felt okay, but would I prefer to have all of that money, or would I prefer to have those 2 years again? And I tell you now, 100% the time. So yes, you could go out and you could build your own system, you could find your own products, you could build a sales funnel, do all of the things, build the community, but it probably would take you about 2 years. And okay, you can do that, or you could invest the money now with the CEO movement where we've done all the hard work for you. And in the following 2 years, that money will replenish because you'll be generating sales using the system we've built. But that time will never replenish. So you have to ask yourself right now, how do you want to spend the next 2 years? Is it procrastinating, waiting for things to happen? Is it going out there, making a lot of mistakes, spending probably more money? In fact, I can guarantee it's more money than £79, trying to build this system for yourself. Or you could come on board with something that's extremely replicable. The bottom line is money will always replenish. And if you stay persistent, this system will work for you. But regardless of how hard you work, time will never, ever replenish. So look, if you're still watching this right now, it means that you haven't signed up immediately. And you're probably thinking one of 2 things. Firstly, you may be thinking, this seems great, but really, is it going to work for me? And I really do understand your concerns, but let me just say this. This sales system is proven. The products are proven. The sales funnel is proven. And there are countless success stories within the community that show that this is replicable. The only variable is your commitment, not your skill set right now, not your experience, not your situation. And if you're truly determined for success, you're willing to stay persistent, then yes, this is going to work for you. Secondly, you're probably wondering right now, this seems a little bit too good to be true, like £79 for my very own business, everything included. And as I've always said, I want total transparency here. The £79 will get you started and it'll build the skill set, but to then go on to the rest of your business will require you to source a product from the pre-approved product list, and that will require an affiliation to the company, so you earn the right to market their product. Of course, this is going to require an investment, but luckily for you, this is on a massive range. It goes from just a few hundred to thousands, and this investment cost will line up with the exact goals that you want to achieve. Because of course, if you want to earn £1 million in the next year, your investment's likely going to have to be a lot more. But if you're not planning on being a millionaire, you just want that freedom lifestyle, which for a fact is nowhere near £1 million a year, it means that your investment is on the scale that's affordable for the regular person. All you have to do to join is to press the green button just here, and again, 60-second enrollment. You could be on that call, you could be making moves, you could be taking the first steps over that river to success. And I really do hope for your future self's sake that you take action right now. Look, I really am no one special. I started off in the online world making loads of mistakes. I tried to sell jackets, failed at that. I tried to sell other things, failed at that. Tried cryptocurrency, failed at that. Tried dropshipping, failed at that. I tried so many things and I failed at loads of them. But using this system that I've just explained to you and given you access to, I was able to transition into a life that I always wanted and always dreamed of, where I didn't earn millions, but I earned more than enough to be able to travel and spend time doing the things that I love to do, not working for somebody else for 40 hours a week, building their dreams. I didn't want any of that, because I'd gone to the place where I realized how fragile and just how short life is and how precious time is. So if anything, I just want you to take out this video how important time is. And if you now have the opportunity to spend time doing the things you want, you're not going to be able to do that in a month, but in a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, if you take action today, you're really not going to have any regrets, because you're going to be free, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be spending time with family, you're going to be doing whatever you can do. And trust me when I say this, if I can make this work, you can 100% make this work. The only thing I'm good at is persistence. And I was very persistent and committed, and I just let the system and the products and the sales and the coaching and the Facebook group all take care of everything else. So it's now time to get started, and your next steps for doing so are really, really easy. You scroll down below this video and you click this green button. It will bring you through to this secure page, and this page is where you enter your details. It will outline exactly what you'll get for your investment today. And then once you've popped in your name and email, you go through to step 2. Let me just put my... So once you put in your name and email, you'll go through to step 2, and this is where you enter your card details. Once this is done and you've completed your order, I will warmly and happily and gratefully welcome you into the CEO Movement group. And an hour from now, you could be on that coaching call, getting a step-by-step custom-made business plan. And 24 hours from now, your business could be off the ground. You could be out there generating commissions and really working towards that freedom lifestyle. For all you action takers that have joined the CEO Movement team, you've scrolled down and pressed that green button, I'd like to personally congratulate you on taking the first step into the online world and the first step on your journey to success. I'm really looking forward to getting on the phone with you guys and generating a business plan just for you, working out what your goals are, overcoming the challenges you think you may face, and ultimately putting you on the right path for the fastest and most efficient way to success. For everybody that has tuned in, I really, really greatly appreciate you being here. It really is a privilege and an honor to present this business model to you. So thank you all for watching. I've been Joshua D, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.